Okay, I think that did it. Let me do one more switch here from OBS into regular mode. And hello here. I am live here for the first time in what I think is quite a few years or so. Looking at the chat room right now. Yep, Bob the Raptor and Joe are here. And according to the YouTube stats, yes, it looks like you're the only ones here for the moment. But with any luck, that might go up by maybe 2 or 3, given my luck. But anyway, if you've been following my channel recently, you know that maybe, I don't know if you saw my Facebook page, that's pretty much the only place I really post stuff, which I shouldn't. But anyway, there's no regular video this week because the microphone on the camera that I'm talking to right now decided that it would fuzz up, or I decided that it would fuzz up by screwing it up somehow. And the audio for the first few segments was absolutely terrible, actually non-existent, if I may say so. Excuse me about that. But anyway, what happened? It's kind of sad because the video I was making for that was I was trying to smoke a small little piece of a brisket that I got at Kroger's. It wasn't a full piece, it was just like a little 2-pound sliver of a brisket, which is what I expected, but it had the flat point at the bottom and a point bit, if you would, at the top, which was kind of weird because I had ordered a point. They said they gave me a flat instead, but they gave me a little bit of both. Well, let's look at the chat here. And yep, Bob Joe, you can see us. Yep, I can see you in the chat as well. And by the way, I hope this kind of split screen format that I've got here works out for you. What I'm going to be doing this episode is just this live vid is I'm going to be making some deep fried burger things, if you will. I think they're called burger bombs, but I don't know if I still haven't decided if I'm going to make them like ball shaped or patty shaped or whatever. I'm just going to bread them in these little stations here, which have nothing in them. Get this bit of veggie oil into this wok over there, and just basically do all the prep work, do all the normal stuff right here. I tempted myself to fill all the stations in the oil and such beforehand, but I said, nah, that's not going to be very fun. So I'm going to do it all right here in front of you where I can screw up and be humiliated. Or do it right and make something that tastes really good. Either way. Bob the Raptor and Joe. Oh yeah, smoked brisket prey. Yep, that's what I made last week, and it was absolutely great. Again, it was only a 2-pound piece, so I didn't like to smoke it very long. But oh my god, it was fantastic. Yep, Bob Joe, deep fried burger prey. You got it. So anyway, let's get a little bit started here. Let's do a little bit of prep first. First, I'm gonna take this entire 48-ounce bottle of veggie oil, dump it right into the wok here, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. Now, this isn't gonna fill it up at all, but I don't really need it to. This might not look like a lot, but it is. And make sure I get all of it in there. Put this somewhere right there. You'll probably see it in the corner of the screen. So next, let's get the breading stations ready. First things first, I have with me some unbleached all-purpose flour. That's going to be the first part of the breading station. But now to figure out how much I should put in there. Let's just see. Third of a cup, I think that's all I need. So looking at the laptop here, Bob and Joe. Bob says, Joe and I tried authentic ramen prey at our Japanese restaurant in town. Ooh. Now, obviously the only ramen that I'm familiar with is the stuff that you get in the stores and such. I know authentic ramen is a lot more complex than that. There's a lot more ingredients to it than just the noodles and soup. I know there's plenty of other stuff. I think some of them have eggs in it as well. I think there's some other meat and veggies depending on what type you get. Bob Joe, if you could elaborate, just tell me what I'm missing out on. Because I know there's a lot to it. Yeah, a little more flour in. Yeah, so you took your mammal to get his fur trimmed. Oh my, nice. It's kind of nice to be able to. I want to say it's kind of nice slash risky to be able to do that nowadays with the thing that's going around the world. But anyway, let's see here. I'd say that's enough, more than enough flour. Now let's go for a second bit of dry ingredients. Get the flour there. I'm not going to be making many burger things, so next bit for the dry ingredients is the panko. And I got some seasoned panko here. This is all I had, so I'll just dump what I can in here. I'd say that's good enough for me. So again, if you're just joining us, you're seeing me here on the right hand side of the screen. On the left hand, you've got the cooking station here, an overhead view of that. You can pretty much see everything. Oh, I should probably turn the oil on. Make sure you get the temperature nice and hot. Get my instant thermometer ready. And now for the second bit, the egg wash. I'm thinking for this, I might only need one egg. I'm not positive. Kind of whisk in here, right here. Well, you know what? If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So I'll just put 2 eggs in here just in case. Let's see if I don't totally screw up. I will say one thing about the breading. I had sort of planned on putting some, what is it, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some other seasonings into the panko, but since it's already seasoned, I guess I don't really need to. This might be a cool flavor as well. Let's see. That was not great, but no shell got into the bowl, which is good. Little washy hands. I'm going out because a little bit of my left elbow is still hurting a little bit from my biking accident, but I am able to put some weight on it, so most actually. I was able to carry some heavy groceries in, so that's going along fine. It's just weird when I turn it in certain directions. And if I haven't gotten to your comments yet, it's because my laptop is over there, if you can't see it on screen. But I think it's only Bob the Raptor that's talking right now. Let's see, a few other users are on here. Talking about ramen is very different. The brick of noodles. Was it chili broth, hard-boiled egg? Yep, the hard-boiled egg I remember. So, pork belly, bamboo shoots, and noodles. Sounds good. 2 eggs seems like a good idea. Steven there, dual cameras, getting sophisticated. Yep, not just that, using open broadcasting software to get the split screen effect here. Not really, I'll say sophisticated. Sort of. Of course, I've had this fancy laptop here for a while. So, it's... It is what it is. Let's see here. And whisk it here in front of the camera, perilously over the hot oil, and hope that this doesn't become a disaster sometime soon. And hindsight, I think this bowl may have been a bit too small. I didn't want to use any of my large bowls because I wanted to have them just for other meals and such for the rest of the week. Speaking of the weekend, for the couple folks that are still here, you got any great plans for the weekend at all? I mean, not like there's much you can do nowadays depending on where you are. Let's see, I think that's good for egg stuff. This into the sink. Put the eggs away. And now the star of the show. Star of the show, some ground beef. Ground beef, can't tell which way that is. It's 80% lean, which might be a little too low on the lean side, maybe too high in the fat. I'm not really sure. Now, the question is, how big of these should I make for these little big burger bombs, if you will? I was tempting myself to go a 1/4 pound, but those would be huge. Maybe slightly smaller, like a 1/6 of a pound, or give or take. What I did want to do was sort of go half and half. Half of them just plain old burger stuff with the breading and such, and the other half put in some cheddar cheese in the middle. That could be a bit perilous because, from my experience, when doing any kind of stuffed ground beef stuff, the cheese tends to seep out. So I'm a little nervous about that. But I'm going to do the cheese bit second, just to see, I don't know, see if I can't talk myself out of it or just do it anyway. Chat room here. Steven going to West Virginia for 4 days for hiking and whitewater rafting. Ooh, nice. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of rafting at all. I think it was like since I was 16 or 17 is when I ever did any kind of rafting thing, but that was like 20 years ago. I remember being in high school at that time. But anyway, let's open up the ground beef. And at this point, I think I'll get some gloves here. And I should probably get a platform for handling meat down here. So, glove number 1, glove number 2. And Bob says, I had my fun for the weekend. Probably not going to do much. So, do what you gotta do. What you gotta do. If you've already had your fun, just take it easy. Nothing wrong with taking it easy. Some of the best fun ever is just taking it easy, kicking back and just being lazy. And I know that from experience. Okay. Oh, no. Can anybody see me now? Almost knocked that over. Let me probably put this away. Next to hot oil. We'll put this away. Where is there a good place to put it away? Can anybody see me? Okay. All of a sudden, I just got a message on my laptop just saying, we've lost your internet connection. That's wonderful. It's a little bit of a, troubleshooting, and I don't know what the problem was. I think my laptop just got stupid, but anyway. I'm most annoyed because I had to take my gloves off, and now I got to put some more gloves back on to handle the burger meat again. So, okay. Well, anything could happen in a live stream. Is there anybody there? I see concurrent users 1. Is anybody there at all? Because if there is nobody there, this will be very, very awkward. Please just write something if you're there. In any case, I'll just keep pretending like everything is normal. I'm going to roll this into a little log. Anyone up, Stephen? Yep, you're still there. Hang in this. Here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something different again. Instead of doing it in thirds, I'm going to do it in fourths. Executive decision. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Bob the Raptor, hey, roll the meat prey into a log, and then roll it into these sphere things. And I'm going to do 4 of them just to... Now, let's see. And you know what? I'm just going to squish them into semi-miniature patties just to make them cook them quicker. Increase the surface area. Alright. And now let's do something and check the temperature of the oil here. Maybe 300 something is what I'm shooting for. 232, 259, 275, 287. Oh, it's getting there up to almost, it's in over 300 degrees. I kind of want to get it to 350. So it still has a little ways to go. Joe is excited. He wants to taste them now. Tell Joe to settle down. We'll get to tasting the meat prey soon. So let me back myself into a corner here. Let me get an extra plate here. We put the pre-breaded burger stuff on here. So now we get to the fun bit. The 3 stages of breading. Let's see. Right hand is the dry hand. Left hand is the wet hand. So first into the flour, which you'll be able to see on the left hand side of the screen. Into the egg wash. Now into the panko. I'm going to do a double coating of this. And yep, I'm going to get my nice and shiny stovetop dirty, but that's okay. One more into the egg. Actually, this might be too much. And this might be a bit much on the breading side. I think for the next 3, I'm just going to go a single layer. There's that. Single layer of breading for the rest. Flour to start. Egg wash. I will say that these gloves come in very handy when doing this kind of breading before deep frying. Otherwise, the hands just get all sticky and it's a big old mess. Thinking of myself for not discovering or thinking to get these kinds of gloves sooner. Alright, second. $3.50. Everything is fine now. Into the eggs. Egg wash. Panko. I want to say this panko, it smelled a little bit like Parmesan, if I remember. I don't know. I don't think it has that in there, but it's got the other kind of Italian seasonings that you eat with panko, which I think might lend itself well to this. I'm telling you what, I may have to top off the panko between these rounds here. Anyway, last patty here. First into the flour. The oil's feeling pretty hot in my right arm. Spilt a little bit of breading on this side, but that's okay. Okie dokie. So here we are, the deep fried burger patty shot things in potentia. So now I'm going to take this pair of gloves off. I'm going to try and handle those with some tools. But first things first, if I can find the, here it is. Let's check the temperature. Ooh, it's got fat all over it. So let's see. 350 is what I'm shooting for. Oh, 261, 300, 326, 345. Oh, yeah. This is good. Now, the $1 million question is, how long do I cook them? Well, I don't want to do it by time. I want to do it by internal temperature. I want to get somewhere, medium rare is how I like it. I think it's 135, but well done is 165. Somewhere in between there is what I want to go for. So let's see, how am I going to get these in there? Let's start with a fork. You know what? I changed my mind again. These little tweezer things. So anyway. So here comes the moment of truth. Now let's also hope that some of the oil doesn't spatter up onto the lens up here and ruin the visual. I may have to do these by hand. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Moment of truth time. Here we go. Make sure I separate them so I don't. Oh my goodness, the bread is burning up already. I'm trying to spread it around just so they don't stick to each other. And oh my goodness, they're getting this golden brown already. Now, you saw the BB, I'm going to let it go for maybe 2 minutes. Which is making me now worry that I might be. You see the breading here, it's getting brown around, hoping I don't burn it. And there might be some other stuff in the breading that's causing this reaction. They will wonder, what are we making? I'm making some deep fried burger bombs, if you will. Just took some ground beef, breaded them in the breading station here, and I'm frying them up right now. If I can't, I'm not talking much right now because I'm kind of in focus mode. And I just now realized I don't have any paper towels for that station, so put some over there really quick. Alright, that'll do for now. So anyway, that's over. a minute. I want to get a temperature reading of this right now. It's starting to... Oh no, this is getting... The temperature is still pretty low here, at least according to my thermometer. We have a while to go on this. I have a feeling I might be burning the outside of this too much. Either that or I might put too much... Oh, wait a minute. This one is... Oh, oil spatter. This one says 125. I'm thinking maybe the panko may have been a bad idea. I'm also thinking this big one might have a low temperature just because it might be fatter than the other ones. Which is making me think that smaller might be better for this. Get another temperature reading of this. You can see they're totally burninated. This one, 13, 17, 19, 22. I'm thinking for the small ones, maybe 30 more seconds. Although I think these bits are way too big. These may taste like burning, in the words of... Yep, this one, 140, 144, that's... I'll call this one done. This one... Oh, yeah, definitely done. This one, definitely done. And this is the big one, which was bigger than I should have made it at all. Oh my god, the temperature's actually going down on this one. You know what? For this one, I think I'm just going to abandon ship on this one. I don't want it to get burned any more than it is. Oh well. Working up a sweat here. Oh well. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, I guess. Let me show you what we got here. If you can see those. Yeah, I'm worried that they may be overdone on the outside, at least. I think the temperature is just right on the inside as I check the thermometer. So let's see what I missed in the chat room here. What are we making? Is there nothing going on in that chat? Fried burger pray indeed. These are breaded here. I'm going to probably let this cool for maybe a minute or so. While I'm waiting, I'm working up a thirst here, so get something here. Now, I know you know me as a beer lover, but I have a soft spot for cider, and I've got some Ace Pear Cider right here. And the bottle opener that you can't see on screen. So cheers here. Oh my goodness, that's not bad. Ace Perry Craft Cider from California. My favorite one from this brand is their pineapple cider. I think it's basically just a blend of apple and pineapple. This one, let's see. Is it a blend of apple and pear cider, or is it pure pear cider? First ever Perry cider to be made in California. Ingredients: fermented apple juice, pear juice, Madagascar vanilla. All right. So let me see here. Yes, indeed, Bob. It's beer prey, but fruit. So tell Joe that yes, even beer can be made from fruit, things that he thinks are, he might be allergic to or whatever it is. But anyway, this one I'm gonna abandon. So let's see how cold or hot these are. These still feel pretty warm on the outside, so I'm not sure about these. But there's only one way to find out. So here we go. Round 1 of deep fried breaded burgers. Let's hope I don't burn my mouth. Not bad. It is a little on the bland side. I was hoping that the seasoning on the outside could give it a little bit more flavor. But you know what'll fix that? Let's see if I got something in here that can fix that. Do I have something that can rectify that? I thought I did. I thought I had it. Don't tell me I'm out. I was hoping I had some ketchup here to put on that. No, I don't want to put half and half on it. That would be stupid. Even by my standards. I was going to put ketchup on it, but I don't think you can find any. I got mustard though, which I'm more of a fan of mustard on stuff than others, so. A little bit, I got it all over the place. That was not very well thought out. Especially right next to this bit of hot oil, which is still hot by the way, because I got a second round coming. I think I'm on to something with these. Let's get some real mustard on this. There we go. That helps a lot. Yeah, if you don't like mustard on your burger, too bad. Dill pickle prey should be good now. That would be good on it. Except I'm not really sure how I would incorporate that with this deep fried business. I've got another idea. I know I have some of this sauce here. Let's see what this does. Some Montgomeryan barbecue sauce. Let's see how that goes on some of this. I'm gonna take these off the paper towel. Reserve this for round 2. So now some barbecue, especially the Montgomeryan barbecue, which comes from somewhere close to Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Oh yeah, that's good. The more I think about it now, the more I'm thinking that maybe for round 2 I can make these smaller, maybe about 1 ounce each. And these would be good for dipping. Like whatever you like on your burger, your ketchup, your mustard, your barbecue sauce, or hey, if you want cheese, there's a nacho cheese dip somewhere, that'd be perfect for this. Oh yeah. Oh, very hot. Fried meat, Joe's happy, but David doesn't like dill pickle. Have I tried Guinness barbecue sauce? I have not tried Guinness barbecue sauce. I'll have to remind myself next time. So anyway, Leave that one off to the side for now, because I'm going to get started with round 2. First things first though, work up a sweat, rehydrate, and I should probably refill up on the panko as well. Where is it? Here it is. And dump this monstrosity. Reload on the panko. So Bob says, wow, Montgomery, I haven't eaten there in years. Mason, Ohio, just south of Lebanon. And you were just hatchling. Ooh, so you've actually been there. I've been cooking with Montgomery sauce for a while now. Mainly I do it when I'm making ribs. I just glaze on some Montgomery sauce. This one in particular is their hot and spicy chipotle. Since I like hot stuff, I just prefer to get this. It worked pretty fine on it. So now, let's get some more cooking gloves on. Oh, did I drop one? Oh, yeah, I did. Should probably get another one. This thing was just ripped the finger out of it. Turn the temperature down of the oil a little bit. It's getting me a little worried. I'm trying to be quick with this, and I think I'm going to forego the cheese on this just because, well, I don't think I have enough time to deal with that. Or maybe just slice some on top of it later. Squeeze that together, boink. Just gonna eyeball it casually. Boink, boink. Alright, this ought to do. And now the same pattern as before. And Stephen, you gotta go. It's been nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. And David Ward, I was still eating the big one you dumped. Should have been fine. Worst case, a little pink in the middle. You're probably right, but you know, whatever. So anyway, back to the mini versions of these. And again, dry hand right, left hand wet. I'm just going to do a single layer of breading on this. So I spill some more breading all over the side here. Number 2. Getting the wet hand there. Drip, drip. Right. Back to the panko. There's 2 down. 6 more to go. Actually, I'll just do 2 at once. See if I can't do that. David, you're Scottish, you don't waste anything. Well, good on you for that. I envy you in a way. Panko. And panko. feel the oil on my right is getting particularly hot here. I'll call that 3, 3. I'm gonna have so much. Oh, I don't think that's steam. I think that's smoke from the bread going nuts. So bear with me 1 second. See if I can skim out some of this. Burnt stuff here. Again, fat little good this might do, but I'm nervous. That'll have to do for now. I'll just turn the temperature down on this just to, it's scaring me a little bit. So anyway, back to this. Here we go. Do have 1 hump or 2, Bob. Depends if you're talking about a camel or a dromedary. Because a dromedary has 1 hump and a camel has a refreshment cart, buffet, and ticket collector. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's Monty Python's Flying Circus Season 1. Haha, he didn't say David Memel. Wait, who's in control of the account now? Bob or Joe? Making... Anyway. There's that. There's that. Last one. Last one. Now, as soon as these turn brown, I'm just going to take them out. Since these are small enough, I think that that's not the burning on the outside. It's not going to be as critical of an issue. All right. Take 1 glove off. And I'm going to start the frying on these smaller burger bites. Burger bomb, whatever the crap they are. Actually, you know what? I'm taking this glove off too because I don't want melted plastic in the oil. That can only make things worse. So here we go. Make sure you don't stick to each other. I'm going to set the time for 1 minute here. I don't think these will take very long to fry. If you saw, I'm going to fry them for about 1 minute, check the temperature. So I'm probably going to take them out just as it's done because I don't think it'll take very long. So it is Bob. Try to set another account for Joe. Alright. These are getting black. I think in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't put cheese in these, because these would have been melted completely out and just spewed all over the oil. So anyway, there's that. Insert it in. Maybe I don't know if you can see the temperature on this. Maybe a little bit longer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm calling it done. They look burninated on the outside. I think deep frying these may have not been the best idea. But at the same time, this is how you learn. Anyway, turn the oil off so that's done. Oh my goodness. I hope this is a sweat towel. It is now. But anyway, take a look at these. As black as my soul. Anyway, while I'm waiting for those to cool, I'm going to first put this into the sink and put some sauce on this last cooled patty. See how good this tastes with some more barbecue sauce in it, because I'm hungry and I want to taste it. This is cooled down just perfect. Montgomery and barbecue sauce on this is fantastic. Now I'm getting an idea. I mean, I also wonder if maybe I set the oil maybe a little bit too hot. Maybe 320 would have been better. Because when I was thinking 350, 370, that's when I was doing chicken wings. That's the temperature you need to get them all crispy. But getting the outside crispy is not a priority here with this ball stuff, with these burger stuff. But the Montgomery in sauce on them is a winner. So is the Pear Cider. Let's see what we got. Let's see, pheasant. Talking about, Bob's talking about cooking pheasant. I have never had pheasant before, but you're saying it looks awesome. Well, I still think it's pretty. I think they look pretty burned, but I think they're done draining out the oil. Anyway. Don't need this anymore. So, I'm going to try something different. Got my little dippity cup, dippity plate. This might be the way to serve these. Take your sauce, create a little dippity tray with your sauce, take your burger bite, dip it into your sauce, and have yourself a bite. Now you can see this is just a little, I don't know if it's pink or underdone on the inside, but I think this is like medium rare on the inside. It's just moist enough. It's warm. It doesn't taste undercooked at all, though, which is perfect. Only thing I need to do is figure out how to get maybe the oil less hot and not completely char and burn the outside. Otherwise, I think I got a winner here. Or maybe deep frying is not the best option. Maybe this air fryer would make it better. Or maybe baking it might be better. I don't know. But then if I'm baking it, there's no purpose in, I don't know. There's room for improvement to this. But as is right now, if you just ignore the burnt up outside, it's really not that bad. This is not burnt, just well done, just well done. And well done on the outside. So maybe you're thinking cook at a lower temperature. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Maybe just have the oil at a lower temperature, like maybe 320. Just do some more research. But again, that's how you learn things. Oh my goodness. I gotta do one more of these and then I'm gonna sign off. Because I got a lot of cleaning up to do. Alright. Last bite. Yeah. Sweat streaming from my face. Work hard, play hard. So anyway, I think this is pretty interesting. I kind of like this setup I got here for live streaming. I think if I did it again, though, I might not do deep frying stuff because that requires like really, really extreme care and attention. So that might be something I'd maybe not avoid in the future, but maybe try some. If I do deep fry stuff, it might be less experimental stuff and more stuff I'm familiar with, like maybe chicken wings, which I've done plenty of times, or maybe even French fries, which I've never done it in the wok, but I've done that before. Or plenty of other things that I could probably do. Leave a comment or say something in the chat if you got an idea for something I could do for another live stream. I'm thinking maybe, just thinking off the top of my head, maybe once a month do something like this. It's definitely something different. It's definitely a change of pace. And the only reason I'm doing it here is because I screwed up my last episode when I smoked a tiny portion of a brisket and screwed up the microphone so I couldn't upload anything. But anyway, one more check of the comments. There's a winner, nothing really new. So, anyway, I've got some more burger bites here that aren't going to eat themselves, so I'm going to retire for the day and munch on those with some barbecue sauce. So having said that, thank you for joining me for the first Bryno's World live stream in quite a long time. Again, if you weren't watching this on the live stream, leave a comment down below. Like this video, please do so. And don't forget, and I think both of you all are already subscribed, but if you're watching this somewhere else and you're not subscribed, subscribe. Click the bell icon, do all that wonderful stuff. One more check of the comments. Nick, we're all going to catch you live. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bob, oh, that's right, Bob and Joe, they got their own live stream this coming Saturday, so I got to remember to check that out as well. So anyway, that's it for today. Once again, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Have yourselves a really, really good day. Oh, my goodness. Are you sure you want to end the stream? Yes, end. Bye-bye.